You are currently listening to the What is Your Holistic Lifestyle show, where living holistic is not a challenge, it's a lifestyle. Discover with us new and exciting experiences, products, and educational information around living a healthy, holistic lifestyle. Let us begin our journey. Well, welcome. It's another Wednesday out there. You're listening to the What is Your Holistic Lifestyle show. I'm one of your hosts, Johnathan. We got Dr. Rab, our co-host there. Dr. Rab, how you doing?
Doing great. Beautiful day here in sunny Southern California.
Yes, it is.
Sunny here too.
And we have our other co-host, Lauren Miller. Hey, Lauren, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
All right. So let's get into everything here while Bernadette's getting it together. Mark, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. I'm interested to know. I was telling Bernadette that I was looking for someone that really knows how to grow everything, a super green thumb, and your name came up. So I'm really interested in what you're doing with the fulvic acid and so forth. We had one of Lauren Miller's friends on that has a product and with the fulvic acid. So this is going to be great for us while Bernadette and Crystal are trying to find us.
All right.
Mark, tell us what you're doing.
Well, I'm called the Mudman was 30 years ago. I was trained as an orthotherapist, and for those of you who don't know what orthotherapy is, it treats musculoskeletal problems. So my specialty was inflammation and pain, and I was treating a lot of people with arthritis, and I was always looking for innovative ways to reduce inflammation without taking drugs. And so I fell upon this mud that I discovered while traveling to Germany called More Mud. And they introduced me to it, and I saw people roll in wheelchairs and crutches and walk out a couple of days later. And I said, I need to try that stuff. So I decided to try it in my clinic, and lo and behold, I said, we have that stuff here in Canada. So I decided to research 63 bogs in Canada, and we discovered that we had this fulvic humic acid content in a bog here in Castlemaine, Ontario. That contained almost 63% of humic acid. So I decided to bottle it. And then when I moved here in Castlemaine, people would stare at me on the street and say, "This is the guy that won a bottle's mud." And they categorized me as the mud man in the village. And so when people walked in and said, "Well, apparently there's a guy who wants to bottle mud in this village," and they'd point to the warehouse and they'd say, "Yeah, there's the mud man." So it became a joke, but became a marketing campaign. So, if you guys want to reach me, you go to mudman1.com, or you write me an email to Mudman, and I'll answer. And it really is in Canada. I'm the only one bottling mud. And I created a company that produced over 89 products. And I said, one day we're going to be able to drink this stuff. And now it's reality, because after 5 years of research, I'm now able to take the fulvic acid from the mud and create a drink that we can actually drink to reduce oxidization and inflammation and create more energy and power in our bodies. So
Mark, I've got a marketing idea for you.
Yeah.
You take a mother, father, and 2 kids. You put them in white pants. You put the mud on their backside. You have the back so I'm looking over at you. mud man.
Yeah, I think that's great. It's amazing to me how God has given us such amazing resources that are constantly surrounding us for healing and restoration. It's just a matter of, right in front of our face, and looking for things in foreign lands whereas the healing modalities, like the one that we recently posted on our Facebook page on the garlic, Johnathan, or the ginger,
yes,
but
ginger.
Mud. I'm interested about this mud and the folic acid that you've been able to pull out of it to be able to help the body's systems. How long is it taking you to figure that out?
but before that, Mark, tell people what it is. What is fulvic acid? A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Time related. So they know exactly what it is.
It's an adaptogen for one.
Oh, absolutely. Fulvic acid comes from decomposed plants. We extract fulvic acid from a bog, or that is about here in Castlemaine 30,000 years old, and we extract it at about 40 feet deep. And at that level, the decomposing of plants renders this biochemical compound called humic acid, which contains fulvic acid. Now, there are 5 medical benefits that has been recognized now, and it's been researched since over 1954 by a doctor named Dr. Stober. And the first research that we discovered is that fulvic acid is anti-inflammatory. It produces endorphins in our body and gives us that sense of well-being and gets rid of inflammation, thus pain. So that's basically the first one. The other one was a cell regenerator. It's a very powerful antioxidant, so it reduces the scavenges of free radicals, and it keeps us young. So if we apply it on our skin, it regenerates cell tissue. It treats psoriasis, eczema, or dermatitis, or any type of skin problems because of those benefits. Right. Another one is the ion exchange. It's an excellent detoxifier. It binds heavy metals from the body and throws them out from the natural passages, from your sweat, from your lungs. And last but not least, it is an adaptogen, so it creates an environment where your body can increase its immune system and adapt to the lifestyle that you have, and increases your health.
Wow. Question for you. Doesn't it also coat the genes at the DNA level so that the bad things don't affect the genes?
Yes, it actually increases the telomeres, and and it also wakens up the longevity genes. There's another study that is being actually done right now that fulvic acid will waken the longevity genes. So not only are we going to live longer, but we're going to live longer healthier, and that's basically what fulvic acid is going to do.
All right, so do you give a visual for everyone? I'm thinking this mud is much like, I'm a pig and I'm in the mud all day long playing in it to be healthy. Is that one application you're doing with it?
Absolutely.
You're putting it on your face, on your body, and you're consuming it as well, correct?
Absolutely. The first rules that we did was to create a bath. So, you go home, you take a mud bath, and you lay in it for 20 minutes, and you absorb this fulvic acid in your body, and then all the biochemical functions start. But you also have products that we can wrap people in spas or in centers where they do healing. We do a lot of mud wraps. So we apply it directly on the skin, wrap people in a cocoon, and let them rest for 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. We also have facial products, facial creams. And now we have the possibility of drinking it. So we now have black oxygen drink, and it's really powerful.
Well, Mark, when you come on my side of town, you have to come by and see some of the facilities that we work with.
So I'm picturing myself for my afternoon snack, just like sitting down at the bowl of this mud and just eating it. How do you take it? Like when you say you extracted the folic acid, what is that? Is that in a liquid form or?
Yes.
Okay,
so it's the delivery system is a cap that you actually fit on a bottle of water, and then when you press on the cap, the fulvic goes directly into the water. Now, when that happens, the fulvic is a carbon, and it'll react to the hydrogen molecule of the water and increase oxygen up to 45%. So it's actually an energy drink without sugar and without caffeine on the first elm. You have all the electrolytes, so it increases electricity current in your body. And so people will have an energy boost, can take that in the afternoon and get all the effects. Now, fulvic acid has all the 77 minerals, the vitamins that are essential for us to create systemic functions in our body. So it is a multi-mineral supplement also. So, knowing that most of our foods are deficient in nutrients with all the pesticides and fertilizers in our soils, I will prone the absorption to taking this product every day on a regular basis to have all the minerals. And the other thing, too, is the minerals are organic. Now, if we've taken all of the minerals...
You're saying it cleans the water, too, Mark?
It can clean the water, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We use a lot of peat moss to cleanse sewers and dirty water, and there's a lot of new technologies furthering those types of modalities to render all of the toxicities that we create in the world.
No worries. Hang tight. We're going to take a break, and I've got to bring the other guest on here. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the What is Your Holistic Lifestyle Show. The show is live. The call-in number is 310-928-7733. Once again, 310-928-7733. We'll be right back.